Mock Moda says, cool, a Woodscopes parody show. Don't forget Mock Moda. If we were doing a Woodscopes parody show, there would be no show on because he never broadcasts anymore.
If this was a Woodscopes parody show, Frank, we wouldn't have read that comment. So come on.
Totally inappropriate.
Damn shoes. Yeah. Or he got blown off the toilet. Goddamn shoes.
This is like the new flatulence show. Balance.
Shit, I'm missing.
Balance.
All right, my guess is in. What are you guys guessing? What happened to this bathroom? Bacon is guessing poop.
Here we are. It is the Waterhole with Rob Headstrom Bacon and Horse.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Ryan, thanks for letting me fill in. And yeah, it's good to be here. The tape.
Here's your some asshole with a goatee. Of course, you're gonna see it with the audience. Contents: one fucking shit fuck with a goatee. Seriously, just shave the shit off. This. You're gonna catch it on the delay, obviously. This is a live gooey duck clam. Watch this.
不准笑，喷水了。
So she's gonna dip it in some sauce. It's alive.
辣椒油
Live. We'll do it
辣椒
live.
面
She's putting whatever.
一样都不能少，不拼，老铁是不会给我双击的。
There it goes. And she's gonna bite into this thing. That's suggestive. It's the Waterhole, and that's not Rhino.
No, it's not Rhino.
That's Frank and Boise. He's like trading us up. He's got
You know what? He was actually on the Outlaws and Potato. He was Rhino, the sports guy segment on my show. Like he did it twice and then fucking blew me off. He goes, you know what? There's better out there. He's doing the same thing to everybody.
He uses us up, gets to where he wants to go next,
Yeah.
and then he tosses us aside like a used condom. So, the elephant in the room. No, not you. Not you. No. I longed to get rid of my huge boobs. I longed to get rid of my huge boobs until they paid off my family's 130 pounds debt. Amy Sophia, 27, felt uncomfortable with the looks she got from strangers for her larger chest and was desperately trying to raise cash for a breast reduction when she had a change of heart. With size 34 double H. You know what double H stands for? Haunted horse. 34 double H, right there. Haunted horse boobs. 34 double H boobs. She turned to OnlyFans for extra cash. But as she grew in popularity, Amy started to see her larger chest in a different light. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You think? Holy crap, look at this. There's the pictures. Holy crap!
Hey guys. We are right in that prime position where we can get horse to say anything, and it'll be a sound drop forever. Which way we want to go?
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, he's losing his mind right now.
Oh my God.
He just
Grandpa!
lost his mind.
Grandpa! Man, I'm an idiot. All right.
Hi, Jim.
Everybody in Jimmy, Indiana. Look at this. There he is. There's the man. There's the
I'm
man
not-
that invented the 12 by 12 challenge.
Hold on.
Yeah,
our
hold on.
audience
I'm
on
gonna
our
be
show.
the voice of. I'm gonna be the voice of God for this one
Okay.
here.
Oh, well,
Yes.
good. I'm glad
The
you
voice
did.
of God returns.
Sent mail inbox pending drafts. Wait, maybe I drafted one, didn't send it. No, all women. Katie, Kelly, Katie 2. So I had a Katie 1 and a Katie 2.
82. All right.
Melody. Yeah. I was quite the player when I had this phone. I'd be all, hey, baby. There was no iPhone yet, so you go, hey, baby, look at this. Woo! a flip phone. Look at me. Ho, ho, ho. I'm sorry. I'm out of here. Rhino and Horse are a couple of dorks who want to have a show. Will anybody ever watch it? The answer is probably no. They thought of a really stupid name. They call it the Waterhole, where everybody thinks they're lame. And they're always sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Rhino and Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Rhino and Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. Yeah! I cut the last part of the music off too early. Oops. Oops! Oops, so sorry! This is the kind of shit I do while I'm waiting for the show to start. I make faces at the camera. Literally, this is what I do while I wait for the countdown. I'm all going, oh, look, I'm a spider. Yeah, that's what I do while I'm waiting. That is a live. That's live. Oh, shit, I didn't turn the buttons over. You know what? I should just make these all haunted horse shows. Since I'm by myself, then I can just leave the settings the way they are and not have to turn them all the time. The Waterhole. There we go. All right. That is a live volcano.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
That is live. That is happening. And Eric is, well, he's on the wrong island. This is happening on the big island. I've seen this live. I've seen this live.
No. We'll do it live.
I have a video. It's VHS that I had with my new camcorder. I had just bought the cam. I had it like 8 days. And we got over there and there was nothing happening during the day. And then we were going to drive over at night and this shit was going across the road into the ocean and it was pitch black. It was amazing. The sun was setting when we saw the lava and then it got dark and this was out away from all the lights and everything. Now they had emergency crews there to keep people away from the lava. Sorta, kinda. There were kids jumping over the fucking lava. I remember that like it was yesterday. Like, shouldn't there be parents saying, hey, kids, stay away from the lava? It's glowing orange. One trip and fall, and you're going to be... Now, it wasn't deep. It was like this deep, but your arm's going to be burned off, kid. Where are your parents? They're all, ee, and jumping over it and everything. I'm like, this is stupid. It's Darwin is what it was. Darwin. But they did not fall. I'm not going to lie. I did want to take a stick and stick it in the lava, but I didn't do it. And somewhere I have a VHS. Every once in a while I'm moving boxes around and I see it. I just don't have a VHS player. I need to transfer it to digital before I end up throwing it out. Because it was pretty cool. Let's see. So who was first? I didn't have the chat up first. I think Eric was first. All the way. If some guy all the way from Hawaii can beat you guys to the chat, you guys are just lames. So Eric.
You won. You did it.
You know what? And if you're in Hawaii, you also.
You won. You did it.
I haven't been to Hawaii in a while. I'm trying to think. Was my brother's wedding the last time? My first trip with my wife, when it was our first trip as we were dating, was Hawaii, the big island, like that. And then, so a week over there, that's when I got charged by the boar, the wild pig. I said, Oh, shit, here comes a pig.
What's up, pig?
That's what I said to the pig as I heard it. It was pitch black, and I could hear the hooves on the pavement coming at us. And I knew exactly what it was. I'm like, honey, stand behind me. As I'm in my flip-flop. I've told this story 50 million times. You're probably all sick of hearing it. I take my foot with my flip-flop on it and put it out in front of me. And I take the little flashlight and I'm aiming it at the sound, hoping that it's going to blind it and it's going to, and it come and that was, it kept getting louder and louder and closer and closer. Click, 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 click. And I'm like, oh shit. And I had my foot out with this stupid flip-flop. All I can think of is getting those freaking big ass tusks jammed into my leg. But it was a sow. When I got there, it was a sow. Still a big, fat, wild pig sow. And she freaking ran right by us. Probably about 3 feet away. And went into the bushes. Scared the shit out of me. That was the longest. Probably took about 45 seconds from when I heard it to get there. That was the longest 45 seconds of my life. I'm like, I'm going to get freaking stabbed by a pig.
What's up, pig?
And then when it went by me, I said,
What's up, pig?
so actually what I probably said was, I probably let out that air I was sucking in. Second, you know who the loser is today? Burn Dog.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Burn Dog. I was a little angry yesterday, and I was really angry like last Wednesday. I need to stop being angry. Life is so fucking good right now. I mean, I'm at like the peak of Zen. It's just I'm in the zone. Look at that. The lava just burned my hand off. Ah, wait, which way? Ah, lava. You know what? I don't know. And of course, I don't have any kids here in the audience. Hey, what's the youngest person in here? Tyler, I think you're the youngest. Peter, I don't know how old Peter is. I think Peter's older than you, Tyler. Let me catch up on the chat. Yeah, April Fools. You know, one of those days. April Fools would probably go down as, what's another holiday for kids? Halloween. April Fools is like Halloween. Once you get to a certain age, it stops being funny and it's just annoying. Once you reach the age of like 14 or 15, it goes from April Fools to being April Tools because the only people that play jokes on people are tools. I'm sorry, I ruined it. If that's your big day and you wait all year for this day and you're like, oh, you're an asshole. Oh, you're no fun. I'm no fun. It's a stupid holiday. It's dumb. It's dumb. Dumb. Now, when I was a kid, it was hilarious. I used to think of jokes to play on people, and they're so lame when you're a kid. Like putting a little fake spider somewhere, and you think that's the shit. Put a spider in the bathtub. Little plastic spider. Not to get political, but did I get political yesterday? I don't know that I was political. I was just mad that Elon's fucking platform sucks and he's charging more and more money. Went from $8. First of all, it went from free to $8 to stream, then to 16 and to 40. Within 4 months, it went from 8 to 40. Stupid shit. And it's broken. So I don't know that that's political. I mean, bagging on Elon used to not be political. I didn't create that to be political. He did. He's the one that's political. He used to be normal. Normal, just rich guy making companies and great products. It's like Steve Jobs never got You didn't see Steve Jobs going to Washington to fucking get all political and shit. He just made cool shit. So I didn't make anything political. I'm trying to stay out of the lava. It keeps moving. I started the show when I had the countdown going here, but then the lava started spraying my way, so I had to slide myself over. And to avoid blocking or getting lit on fire by the lava. I got some stories to tease. Let's see. I'm catching up on the chat, I guess is what I was doing. Haunted here says 7 years my senior. All right, so Tyler's the young guy in here. He's the kid. But my point was this. Do kids still play Hot Lava? That was like the greatest game. I don't know if those games are dead now because those games were invented when there were no tablets. There was no internet. There was no handheld video games. There was no video games. So we used to play Hot Lava where you had to sit on the chairs and the table. And if you touched the floor, you got burned up by the lava. So we'd like throw pillows down and hop around and try to avoid being in the lava. That was good stuff back in the day. Now you can just play Fortnite. I snorted.
What's up, pig?
I snorted. Anyway, good old times. Color tag or tag, and then you had the color tag where if you said a color, you were safe, but you couldn't use the same color twice. So then you're coming up, after about 20 minutes of that game, you're coming up with fuchsia. Freeze tag, where you can't touch someone and they were frozen unless someone that wasn't frozen came by and touched them again, and then they were unfrozen. Good stuff. Hide and seek. I mean, that was the game. Hide and seek. And, you know, hide and seek in the house is fun. But I used to go over to my friend's house. Actually, it was family friends. So it was like my parents' friends. And they had kids. And they had like an acre out in the woods. And that was fun. Hide and seek when there's like an acre of woods. That's the shit. You just got to watch out for rattlesnakes. I'm like, in the perfect hiding spot, this rotted log. Oh, shit. Nick's here. Nuke.
Welcome to the party,
Nuke. Here's your stories that I may pull something out of. If these stories, I get to it and I'm like, I'm not in the mood. I've got a whole folder full of this. This one's the first one I saw today. And granted, it's April Fool's. These are all, at least this one's, so that second one's not April Fool. Let's see. There's only one that's dated April 1st, but it's not an April Fool's joke. It's just not, because I know people that do this shit. I watch Twitter, all the survival shows. I love the survival shows, you know, where like, if you're stuck in the wilderness for 5 days, Les Stroud guy, and then they had those two guys one time, that hippie guy, and then the guy that faked his military record and they had to replace him. That dual survival or whatever. That was awesome until he found out that guy lied on his resume. And he didn't, I mean, it's still stolen valor. He lied. He said he had some certificates he didn't have. Some shit and whatever. But I like all the shit. I mean, Bear Grylls, he's probably my least favorite. I think, yeah, anyway, I think his is more staged and fake. Just my personal opinion, allegedly. Apparently they all are. I mean, you don't want your star dying out in the woods, but I think Bear Grylls is probably the most fake. But still has good information. So if you ever need it, you just hope. I hope I'm using the information that wasn't fake, allegedly. This one is dated April 1st. It's not. Once again, back to the survival thing. I drink my own pee for the health benefits. There you go. If Bacon watches this on the replay, you're going to be hearing that in the future. I drink my own pee for the health benefits. I also do urine enemas and splash it on my skin to sunbathe. What? Are you freaking kidding me?
Fucking
Whoop,
It's a complete crap.
Yeah.
He's full of shit. This guy is fucking stupid.
Okay, let's find out about the guy that does all this crap. First of all, Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. I don't know that there's any medicinal benefits of urine. There are some people out there that do some stupid shit. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But this guy's name is Troy Casey, has received a steady stream of press. Steady stream of piss, more like it, for his unorthodox wellness regimen, which includes the daily practice of drinking his own pee. And you know what? I'm going to show you a picture, and you're going to see the picture, and you go, yeah, that's kind of what a guy that drinks his own pee, that's kind of what I thought he would look like. It's not a shocker. Let me get it up on the screen. God, that's bright. The lava's so bright. It's burning me. If I can get this ad off the screen. Oh, I tried to get rid of the ad, and of course I clicked on it because that's what they want you to do. There it is. There's a guy that drinks his own pee every day. Yep. That's
This guy is fucking stupid.
He is fucking stupid. Get the stupid ads off the screen. God. Oh, this guy's a former model. A former model, what, 50 years ago? A former model and the author of Ripped at 50, A Journey to Self-Love. Self-love. Oh, my goodness. A Journey to Self-Love. Casey has been drinking his urine for years, and he regards it as something of a diagnostic tool. He's a tool, all right. Quote, I think it teaches your insides a little bit more about yourself. I'm going to get through this really quick because the guy is a fucking idiot. He is a fucking idiot.
This guy is fucking stupid.
Is just stupid. Okay, urine has stem cells. I bet it doesn't. Amino acids and antibodies. You're a fucking liar. You're a felon. This guy's a moron. I'm done. I'm already sick of his bullshit. Look, see, I said I wasn't going to get angry, and the first story already made me angry. Don't drink your pee, people. There's a reason your body is pushing it out, because it's not good. It's getting rid of shit the body doesn't want. Next, you're going to tell me you eat your own vomit. Oh, vomit's so healthy. I mean, maybe to a cat or a dog. Get this guy off my fucking screen. Oh, I said the F word.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, hard pass on drinking piss, Darren. I agree. You know, I'm listening to Rome's Reinvention Projects, and there are people that take ice cold showers every morning because it stuns the body and it makes the body it puts it into kind of an alertness mode, and it's, health benefits and different things. Okay, I'll listen to that. I'm not doing it, but I'll listen to it. Stuff like that, no thank you. But drinking your own piss is just a fucking moronic, stupid shit. It's dumb. Peter says, Haunted Horse wishes Bear Grylls was his co-star. 1, because he would show up. Ding! 2, he could retire early. Bear Grylls would show up. That guy's got pride. He probably doesn't just blow things off. Look at that. Look at the lava. I keep pointing the wrong direction. Look at that fucking shit. See how high it's been getting? I mean, when I started the show, it was down here. Oh! Oh, it's a squirter. Whoa, that's trippy. And that's live, folks. That is not taped. That is the live feed from whatever volcano is erupting on Hawaii. Kilauea, Mauna Loa, whatever volcano is erupting right now. That's live. It's melting my microphone. Looks like the microphone's being powered by the lava. All right. Speaking of, yeah, Gail says, Horse, I'm not sure I know how you really feel about drinking pee. I just think that guy's a fucking idiot.
This guy is fucking stupid.
He's just a moron. Why would you drink your own piss? It's stupid. Who thinks of this shit? I mean, there's a lot of people that believe a lot of stupid shit. And then there's people like that. Drinking your own piss. You know, it's idiotic. Whatever. He got 5 minutes of fame on the Haunted Horse Waterhole show. Horses don't drink their own horse piss. No one drinks their own piss. Nobody. Except that moron. And I've seen conflicting data whether or not in a survival situation it makes things worse. I think Bear Grylls has drank his own piss. I'm pretty sure. And then there's other ones that say, no, it makes you more dehydrated. Now, I come out somewhere in the middle. And you're like, wait a minute, there's a middle ground on drinking your own piss? Yes, there is. If you set up, I've seen it done several ways, but one, in a desert situation, if you dig down into the sand and you have some kind of plastic or whatever, and you can collect the urine, and then you put some plastic over the top, and then you put like sand or whatever around it to weight the plastic down, and you go to sleep in the morning, it will, because the sand will get cool, or the air will get cooler than the sand below, it'll create a little thing, and little droplets will form on the plastic. And if you aim it, it'll drip into a little holding container. That's water. That's been distilled. I drink that. So is that drinking your piss? Technically, that's where the water came from. But it's been separated from the ammonia and the salt. So it's not necessarily, I don't know that it's piss anymore. It's distilled water. In a survival situation, I would drink that. Look at that freaking shit. Look at that. It's trying to melt my Volcano Live sign. I better move the sign. It's going to get burned up. Look at that. It's so stupid. I'm an idiot. I've never drank piss. I don't think anyone's drank piss except idiots. Or, okay, let's think of an example. So there's the one. I've distilled it, right? So you drink the clean water that's been distilled from your urine. The other one would be if someone offered me, it's got to be a big number, $1 million to drink a cup of my own urine. Freaking plug my nose. For $1 million, I'd probably do it. A cup. $1 million. I'm not drinking a gallon for $1 million. Now we're talking, if you're talking a gallon, I need that to be, I need a zero behind that 1 million. I need 10 million. I could almost retire on $1 million. I know I can retire on 10. So there you go. There's the criteria for me drinking urine. Distilling it, and I'm gonna die if I don't drink the water distilled from the piss. And then a cup for $1 million and a gallon for 10 million. There you go. Speaking of natural phenomena, like lava. This woman was struck by lightning. Why did I close that window up there? Now I just got to reopen a new one. That's just stupid. Don't be dumb, horse. Idiot. Stop making life hard. Okay. I was struck by lightning. The experience changed me forever in the most bizarre way. So, like I said yesterday, I was like, I was struck by lightning. The experience changed me forever. But then when I saw in the most bizarre way, I'm like, okay, now I got hooked. I was immune to the hook until that, the bizarre way. Now I want to know, like, what the fuck happened to this chick. If I could get rid of these stupid ads, I'd show you what she looks like. Give me a second. Let's start the story. An Australian, Australia. Good day, mate. Wait. Okay. An Australian woman is lucky to be alive. Getting struck by lightning is no joke. I've seen too many fatalities. And of course, you know, the people that post the good morning where someone gets killed. Yeah, right. Good morning. I've seen the, people standing outside and then all of a sudden they all fall down because they got zapped by lightning and they're dead. Oh, that's funny. Ha ha ha. Not me thinking it's funny. It's the good morning and watching 5 people drop dead from lightning. So I've seen that, not looking for it. It just finds its way to me. An Australian woman is lucky to be alive. Oh, by the way, this is what she looks like. You know what she kind of looks like? What's that porn star's name? I'm trying to think. What's her name? She's an older woman. Tell me who that is. I know you guys look at porn. Tell me who that is. It's an older woman. Anyway, I have to think about it. An Australian woman is lucky to be alive after getting struck by lightning, although she was left with a peculiar complication. No way! Her pupils are now a different color? Let me look at the date on this story. Oh, I teased this a couple days ago. It's not April Fool's. It's dated March 28th. My previously green eyes are now dark brown. She's a stand-up comedian, Carly Electric. Her name's Carly Electric, and she got struck by lightning. 30 told Jam Press of the shocking side effect. All right, I want some documentation. I think this is bullshit. No, she looks like God, what's that actress's name? I see her face. I just can't pull the stage name. The Queensland resident had always been enamored with electric storms. Okay, that puts me in that category. On Sunday, when all those storms were happening in the Midwest, I was watching all the tornado chasers and all that, and all the lightning and everything. I love thunderstorms. All right, so she loves enamored with electric storms and even got 3 lightning-themed tattoos as a tribute to her favorite weather phenomenon. I'm looking for the rest of the story with all these ads in my way. The bolt... Wait, did I miss part of it? Unfortunately, Electric got a closer encounter with lightning than she would have liked in 2023 when she got struck while attempting to film an electric storm. I mean, I'd say don't be an idiot, but I've done that. I've gone outside. I know someone in our audience that has gone outside and filmed thunderstorms because they know I like them, and they go out there and polo it so I can see it because we don't get the good ones here. What? Did the camera just move or that lava getting closer? Is that lava stalking me? Did you guys see the camera move? Because I just was doing this and all of a sudden it's like right in my face. What the hell's going on with that lava? Hold on. That lava got closer. Fucking trying to burn me up. Let's see. So she was filming the electrical storm. The bolt caused the Aussie to experience a flurry of symptoms. Quote, I had goosebumps traveling up and down my arms in waves, recalled the comic. It's just weird. She's a comic and her last name is what was it? Electric? No. What was it? Electric? It's just weird. When I went to look at myself in the mirror, I saw that my pupils were massive. Electric said that she felt as if she'd been drugged, recalling, I was covered in sweat, lightheaded, and almost euphoric. Things took a more frightening turn after. All of a sudden, the victim lost all feeling in her limbs. I couldn't move, not even an inch, recounted the distraught woman, who asked her roommate to call her an ambulance right away. So she went to the ambulance. I'm telling you, who is that? I think her first name is Brandy. I pulled Brandy. Brandy something. It'll come up. Porn star Brandy. Now I gotta find it. Porn star Brandy. Brandy Love. I pulled it. That's what she said. All right, Brandy. Okay, so now you tell me if this looks like her or not. Oh, shit. Come on. Typo. All right, here we go. Images. All right, let me find one. All right. Find one that I can post. So here's, oops. I'm telling you, it's her. Brandy Love got struck by lightning. Okay, how do I get the other one? Oh, shit. This is not going to be easy. Let me move this down here so I can get the story back up. Where'd that woman go? All right, there's that. Okay, here we are. We got it. We're almost there. Tell me I'm wrong, which I'm not. I'm telling you, that's the same woman. Brandy Love is this electric chick. That's her. Of course, that picture, I can't make it bigger. Oh, wait. That's her. I'm telling you right now. Brandy Love, the porn star, got struck by lightning. They're the same person. They're identical. All right. Now I'm going to show you the chick after she got struck by lightning there you go. So she really got struck by lightning, or she faked it, stuck her finger in an electric socket to come up with this fake story. Let's see, recounted roommate called the ambulance right away. By the time the emergency vehicle had arrived, Electric's, quote, feet and hands had gone completely blue. Uh-oh. And she couldn't move anything but her head and neck. Quote, although I was awake, I was struggling to breathe. This is serious. Said the petrified gal. And soon enough, I had only the ability to swallow and gulp air. I was going to show her pupils. So she had green eyes, and now they're brown eyes. Oh, it looks like she got cooked. I think her eyes got cooked. I think that's what happened. So there was the green, and then she got cooked a little bit and turned brown. I mean, I'd say that would be medium well. She got medium well. The last thing she remembered was doctors swarming her at the hospital, whereupon she drifted in and out of consciousness for several hours. There's one eyeball picture, and there's another eyeball picture. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? She was diagnosed with coronoparalysis, also known as lightning paralysis. Why didn't you just say lightning paralysis? I can read that. I can't read. Coronoparalysis. A debilitating but temporary paralysis of the limbs that occurs when someone is struck by lightning. Electric was reportedly unable to move for 9 hours before the feeling returned in her extremities, although her speech was still slurred. I got struck by lightning. You got struck by lightning. It was horrible. I got struck by lightning. It was horrible. And while Electric eventually made a full recovery, she was surprised after discovering that her eyes had shifted pigment. Pigment?
What's up, pig?
Mint.
What's up, pig?
Pigment.
What's up, pig?
Mint. Quote, when I looked it up online, I discovered it wasn't uncommon for this to happen in people who had been electrocuted. She said, along with this color change, electric. I wish her name wasn't electric because it's confusing the fuck out of me. Along with this color change, Electric also said the spot on her head where she was hit is very sensitive. She's got a lightning spot. And hot to the touch, which forced her to comb around it while brushing her hair. See, I wouldn't have to brush my hair. I'd be fine. Fortunately, the bolt didn't zap her sense of humor. Quote, I showed them doctors the doctors in parentheses, she didn't say it that way. I showed them doctors my tattoos and joked that I'd always said how ironic it'd be if I was ever struck by lightning. Ah, ha, ha! Quipped the patient, who says that her survival story has supercharged her love life. Right? Any guy that hated green eyes? Wasn't there a story, Green Eyes, what is that? Big Trouble in Little China. That guy had to marry someone with green eyes so he could become the master of the world or whatever. I just heard something. That was weird. By the way, Kim Cattrall was hot with green eyes and without green eyes, but she had green eyes in that movie. Let's see. Electric romantic. Oh, yeah, now she's it's supercharged her love life. Quote, it's also helped within my dating life. When men intrigued to hear more about my near-death experience, said Electra, while describing the electricity between her and romantic interests. God, the editing is horrible in this. I genuinely think it was a lucky bolt, as my life has gotten so much better since. However, she says she still gets goosebumps whenever there's a storm. All right, so there we go. The headline was, did it live up to the headline? The headline was, I was struck by lightning. The experience changed me forever in the most bizarre way. I would say changing your eye color from green to brown would be a bizarre way of change. Yes. It was not a nothing burger. It lived up to the hype. Oh, there's a bot. Shit.
Someone isn't gonna like that.
Your move, creep.
What a bummer.
What a bummer, you freaking bot. I love when they try to sound like they're a real person. You know what? I've never seen one of you, Peter, Eric, Cindy. Cindy's here.
Hi, Cindy. Oh, you. It's so good to see you again.
I've never seen any of you go, I really enjoyed the stream and would love the opportunity to collaborate with you. I believe we can work together to bring more people to your channel. Please feel free to add me on Discord. My username is Stream Growth. My gosh. Here's the learn to talk. I got so excited. I'm telling you, that woman looked like a Brandy Love, the porn star. I'm telling you right now. I should have looked I already left, but what color eyes Brandy Love has. If they're brown and they used to be green, it's you. I will say this, not that she does a lot of talking in her movies. She didn't have an Australian accent, so maybe it's not her. Allegedly, if I watched those things. That's scary. Yeah, it is scary. A lot of people that get hit by lightning. Of course, I do have the... Oh!
Someone isn't gonna like that.
Ow!
Your move, creep.
What a bummer.
Another bot. From 2 different platforms, we have been botted in stereo. One from Kick, one from Twitch. So, being from the West Coast, we do not get the big thunderstorms. The boom, boom. We get like one crack of lightning every minute, 3 minutes. It's like every 3 minutes, it's like light. Ooh, and then 3 minutes later, ooh, freaking lame storms. So I do remember when I was at AIT training at Fort Gordon, Georgia, we went out to a lake. Took a taxi out to a lake, had them drop it off, and it was about 12 miles back to the barracks, and we're gonna walk it 12 miles, big deal. We run 10 miles, so it's no big deal. And we're out there, and then about 20, 30, 40 minutes, the sky goes from sunny blue to black as night.
You racist piece of shit.
And boom, 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 boom. And, of course, there are no cell phones, folks. So we're like, we'll just do it. And then we decided to do something even stupider than going on the road back, which was hiking through the forest, because we could save about 3 miles if we took a shortcut. So we are walking back, just getting drenched. Just pouring rain and lightning, a strike or 2 strikes a second. I mean, it's just boom, 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 just lighting up. And we walked 12 miles back to the barracks. And, you know, in my 20s, I kind of thought about it. And I'm like, you know, that was the dumbest thing, especially when you're like, where's the worst place to be in a thunderstorm? Under a tree. Well, we were in a fucking forest. And so, not to mention, we were in a forest, so if we would have got hit, they probably would have found our bodies like 3 to 5 days later. And, yeah, there's no help. There's no clear. You're dead. You get hit out there. I didn't know. Stupid. Peter. Wow, there you go. Peter Anderson really enjoys my stream and would love the opportunity to collaborate. You know what, Peter? We should collaborate. Could you make the channel? Oh, I got to follow you on Discord, though. Okay, here's the next story. Oh, and then there's the time at Fort Gordon, Georgia. Once again, West Coast rattlesnakes. That's all we got out here. And I'm swimming out, and we're at a lake, and there's a lifeguard at this lake. This was a military lake where, you know, you had to be in the military because it was on base. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And we're swimming in this fucking lake, and it's awesome, and it's a hot day and whatever. And then the lifeguard's like blowing on the whistle, get the fuck out of the lake! Get out! Out! I'm like, what the fuck? No one's drunk. What? Fuck, okay. Swim out. Why? What's going on? They point out their water moccasin. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was the last time I ever fucking swam in a lake. No way. That shit's in the lake? I ain't going in no more lakes. That was my first and last time swimming a lake. Now, they did have little mini power boats. Those things go up to like 40, 50 miles an hour. You know, I rented those and stuff, but I did not go back swimming in the lake. I went to the pool. No water moccasins in the pool. So yeah, those were copperheads, digging a foxhole. I didn't do this, but someone in our company did. They dug in this is the winter, so they were in a big ball. They're digging the foxhole, and then they fall out like a dozen copperheads. Drill sergeant gets a can of gasoline, pours it in there, throws a match in there, and then he points over there and goes, okay, dig your hole over there. He didn't give 2 fucks. You're still going to dig your foxhole. New York Post. I live in a bathroom and pay $6 in rent. It's where I cook, eat, and sleep. First of all, I thought, okay, this has got to be some high, like downtown Manhattan type thing. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, wait a minute. $6 a month. If that was in Manhattan, it would be $600 a month for a bathroom. So I'm like, Hong Kong or something? What's going on? So I don't know where this is because I don't read this shit. We're going to learn together. A young woman, by the way, if I had to live, if like they divided up a house and each of the rooms of the house they would rent out, I would pick a bathroom because the other rooms don't have a bathroom. What are you going to do? Go out and piss in the yard? The bathroom's the best one. You've got water. You've got some power outlets. You plug in a hot stove. You've got a shower. You've got a toilet. Living in the bathroom's the best thing. If you can only pick one room in the house, that's probably the best one. A young woman decided to save money by living in the toilet at her workplace. Oh, it's at her work? Huh? Miss Yang, did I not say something like Hong Kong? I'm telling you right now. I'm on to these stories. Miss Yang, whose given name was withheld. Oh, so it's an alias. Miss Yang is an alias. Just like Brandy Love is not really Brandy Love's name. That's her stage performing name. Miss Yang, whose given name was withheld in a Jam Press report. You know, we're reading lots of stories from Jam Press. I have no idea what Jam Press, but apparently they're big because we're getting lots of stories from them. In a Jam Press report, works at a furniture store, and her boss lets her rent out the bathroom for $6.47 per month. What? Yeah, Hot Horse is my real name. There is no stage name. That's my 1960 May 5th, 1969 I was born. They go, okay, we need a name for the birth certificate. And my dad's like, Haunted Horse. They're like, okay. Yang, 18, offers to pay $27.17 per month, but the boss refused. The lower rent rate only covers the bill for her electricity and water usage. The lower rent rate only covers the bill. So she wanted to pay more. What? So she could have more than just electricity and water? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. The workplace also has an office space, but Yang, who previously lived in her boss's home, shared that she wouldn't feel comfortable sleeping there since there is no door. And she'd rather sleep in the bathroom. I mean, you have a door. That's true. Oh, you gotta see pictures of this shit. I mean, $6 a month. It's not a bad gig. Here's one of the pics. Oh! Literally, there's the pic, and then as soon as I clicked it on, they threw an ad up there. It's like they're watching the show. Stop watching me, New York Post. Here, there it is. So there's one pic. The bathroom's kind of big. It's not like your house bathroom. This is like one of those office-sized bathrooms. So there's that. And then there's that. Why does that bed look smaller than the one I just had? Hold on. What the hell's that?
What the heck was that?
That looks like a bed, but then this also looks like a bed. But smaller. I don't know. Anyway, she has two beds? What the hell is she doing? Wouldn't a bathroom have drinking water? Huh? Let's see. There's her cooking in her house bathroom. Get that stupid drop down. That drives me crazy, New York Post. Stop doing that. So she's walking her food. There's her cleaning her house or room or whatever. $6 a month. It's not bad. Oh, is that her bath? So it's a bathroom. Obviously, company bathrooms don't have. She's making a bath. Oh, no, that's her laundry. Yang also uses the bathroom to do her laundry. How the hell are you doing laundry in there? Is that one of those like with the little scrub board thing? That's wild. What's this? Oh, that's a bathroom stall door. That's where the toilet is. So Yang hangs a large piece of cloth over the bathroom stalls so the doors are covered. There's her little hang up her clothes. I like the coffee pot. I'll read this in a minute. I'm just amazed by the picture. What? Oh, the bed folds up. That was the bed. Folds it up and puts it in some, like, I'm guessing that's where they store supplies, I guess. All right, let me read this. Yang slept on a foldable bed that blocks the door. Yang currently makes about 317, whatever that currency is, pounds, maybe? I don't know. $410 a month. So if you make $410 a month and you only have $6 in rent, that's cash money, homie. So she makes $410 a month with her expenses costing about $54 a month. Whatever she doesn't spend, she saves. Yang takes videos documenting her everyday life, living in the bathroom, on social media platform Douyin, where she has 16,000 followers. The salesperson hangs a large piece of cloth over the bathroom stalls so the doors are covered and blocked off from her sleeping area, which is a folding bed. The folding bed itself blocks the door and prevents anyone from being able to come in. She also has a clothing rail for her clothes and even cooks and eats in the loo. In a video, Yang can be seen using a chopping board and a portable hob. What the hell's a hob? Tyler, what's a portable hob? What is a portable hob? What the hell's a hob? A portable hob, also known as a portable induction cooktop, is a small, lightweight cooking appliance that uses induction technology to heat cookware directly. There you go. If someone ever says, hey, do you have a hob? Now you know what they're talking about. She has clothing rail for clothes and cooks and eats. Okay, there's the portable hob, and all of her ingredients are placed in several balls on a ledge, which she also has covered with cloth. Yang also uses the bathroom to do her laundry and dries her clothes on a line on the rooftop of the building. She also revealed in a video that she always thoroughly cleans the bathroom space so there's no smell when she sleeps. Ew.
This doesn't smell quite the way I expected.
Can you imagine smelling urine while you're trying to sleep? Like, ew. Ew. You go into, I mean, I don't know, ladies, if you guys have this, but men going in those restrooms with the urinals and people pissing all over the floor. It stinks. Stinks. Shit. Just, ugh. But some guy out there drinks his pee. It stinks so bad, he finds it delicious. During the day when the furniture store is operating, Yang packs up all her stuff so the customers and employees can use the toilet. Oh, that's a working bathroom during the day? Ugh. Yuck. So people pissing and pooping all over her house. That's gross. No wonder it's $6 a month. The boss that's renting her that's freaking straight easy cash. $6. This thing's just going to sit there all night. No one using it. She shared that customers were apparently weirded out by seeing personal belongings in the bathroom, but they don't tend to ask any questions. Yang said that she's happy with her work bathroom lifestyle, and she hops to save, nice typo there. She hops to save enough money to one day buy a home or car for herself, though even her boss has told her that she is too thrifty with her income. Nice. All right, there you go. Wow. No, thank you. When I was fresh out of the Army and I moved back to Oregon, and I wasn't going to live with my dad because he already threw me out once. I was going to let him do it again. I needed to find a place cheap. So I found a place, and it was a house that was sectioned off into, I think, 3 sections. And I actually had the coolest section because mine had the kitchen. The other 2 didn't have kitchens. But we all three areas, and I had a lock on my door. They all had their own doors and locks and everything. But we had to share a bathroom. We had a common bathroom. That, to me, is skeezy now. But, I mean, you're right from the military. I shared a bathroom with a bunch of dudes. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But I remember the one woman in the back room, it was a bedroom. That was it. She had a little one of those plug-in heating things. What? A little heating stove where it's just the one. Because I saw her in a room one time. And I'm like, holy shit, that is small. I had a kitchen. Mine was like a studio without the bathroom. I had to share the bathroom. But I had a full-size kitchen and everything. I had the cool part. And then the guy across from me was a young kid. He's like 17, and he was going in the military, and he idolized me because he was always asking me questions. What's it like? What's it going to be like? Oh, what do you do here? What do they do there? What did he basically? And the dude really was like a fanboy. Like, he was obsessed with me because I was in the military and he was going in. And so he's always asking me questions. And he set me up with anyway, with girls. It was just the weirdest thing. It's like he had female friends, and she's like, you should date her. You should date her. And anyway, it was just a weird thing. It was just a weird deal. Oh, Darren sent me a picture of Brandy Love. American pornographic actress. 52 years old. Yes, she is in the MILF category. Actually, at 52, I think you enter the mature category. Her spouse is Chris Potosky. I wonder if he's in the biz. There you go. Thanks, Darren, for pulling up the profile of Brandy Love. There we go. It feels like we're out of time. I got to catch up on the chat. Then we'll get ready for tomorrow. She's doing pretty good, LOL. She makes shit sandos in the bathroom. The weird part about that story is I assumed it was a non-used bathroom, but it's being used by customers and employees during the day. That's weird. So all those freaking germs all day being smeared around everywhere, and then she sleeps in there and cooks her food. The sleeping's one thing, but she's cooking. It's her kitchen. Plus, she cleans it. Yeah, well, she does clean it so it doesn't stink while she sleeps. Unwar exploding fissures. What does a closet go for? $2? Hey, I've seen some. The last one I saw in Manhattan, it was a woman living in a closet, and she put in a platform for a bed, so she's got a ladder, and it was. I think I even showed it on one. I think I showed it on one of these shows. It was crazy. He offered her the office, but there was no door. She picked the bathroom. Right. Well, I mean, do you really want to sleep without a door? I don't know that I would. Granted, it's an office, but someone breaking that shit, you'd be all asleep by yourself. I don't know. I think I'd like a door. I just at least want to hear something, but wake up before they're like right in my face. Okay, tomorrow is the Waterhole Wednesday. Oh, man, my work week is half over. I'm half over from being the boss. I just want to go back to my easy minion position where nobody calls me all day. You know what? I don't have my work phone in. I get one call or less a day when I'm just a minion. I should tell you, I don't have it in front of me, but I think I easily had 12 to 18 calls today. Just ring, 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 ring. Fucking crazy. So yeah, I'm as of next Monday, I'm back to being a minion until the boss goes on vacation again I don't think he's going in April, June, maybe July. I don't know. Anyway, I want my easy life back. All right, tomorrow, Waterhole Wednesday. And speaking of which, if I get stuck at work, obviously my job description's changed for the next 2 more days. Watch my Twitter. If you tune in here, there's no show at 5 o'clock. Look at my Twitter. Hey, I got stuck at the work. The show will be 30 minutes late, 40 minutes late, whatever. So look at my Twitter feed if I'm not here. Otherwise, have a great Tuesday evening. Yes, Haunted Horse still had time to chat at the end of Rhino's show. Right. So I'm the boss. I sent everyone home early. Be back tomorrow, Waterhole. What story did I not get to? Oh, one left over from yesterday. My brother could be my son. The disturbing truth behind my dark family secrets. Maybe if we have done tomorrow, that one's gonna happen. See you later, everyone. See you later, everybody. Have a good evening. Bye.